Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your November 2020 mid-month general readings. We're looking at the last couple of weeks of November, and this reading is for the water sign of Pisces. Welcome everyone. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in today as we are transitioning into, at least here in the States, is our winter season. And for those of you who are celebrating Thanksgiving this month, I hope you have a safe and wonderful holiday. Thank you for all of your likes, hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, all of your support, donations, feedback, and comments, all of them welcome and all of them appreciated. Thank you. So this reading is for Pisces for the last 2 weeks of November 2020. That's Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or if you are cross-watching for a Piscean as well. Being general readings, of course, they resonate a little differently for everyone. So watch all of your signs if you know them for additional insight and perspective. If any of the readings do resonate with you and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading or information about that, you can click on the description link below, click on the little arrow. You'll see some contact details. You can email me at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. I can usually respond within the same day with more information. And I do readings full time, so I'm pretty diligent at working with your schedule and mine to get those readings set up as quickly as possible. I do offer a wide variety of readings, and they do make great gifts for friends, family, and loved ones, particularly as we're headed into the holiday and gift-giving season. And I also get a lot of requests around this time of year for the 6 and 12-month overviews that I do, which gives you kind of a look ahead at what's coming in the next 6 or 12 months, depending on what you want. Those are usually pretty popular as we're transitioning out of an old year and into a new one, so food for thought. Okay, Pisces, let's see what's in store for you for the last 2 weeks of November. I am using a beautiful new deck of cards called the Tarot of Dreams. Gorgeous artwork. That's what the box looks like. Even the outside standard of the cards are quite lovely as well. Okay, Pisces, our lovely mercurial fish. Let's see what the last 2 weeks look like for you of November. We begin with the Page of Wands, the Lovers, the Magician, the Seven of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the Ten of Coins, and from the bottom of the deck, overall energy is Justice. So your overall energy, Pisces, is justice, which typically shows up when there is a choice to be made which you will be accountable for and which is usually irreversible. Justice can represent legal issues and legal situations as well. It looks like the general theme is about your long-term security and stability, or your ability to manifest long-term security and stability, particularly maybe in the financial or material aspect of your life. We do have the Magician clarified by the Ten of Coins, which is basically manifesting security that will carry you out in a long-term sort of way. The Ten of Coins, also known as the Ten of Pentacles, is governed by the element of earth, which governs the physical structure of our life. And there's a strong connection to home and family here as well. Like long-term comfortable retirement, family home, family money, family business, family property. It is sometimes, especially in the early tarot days, known as inheritance. So For some of you, we have the Seven of Wands here too, which is a card of defending that which you've put a lot of effort into. So for some of you, this may be an actual, legal situation or litigation that involves inheritance or property or the division of assets, or the division of estate as well. You might be in the middle of, haggling that out in a legal way or even in litigation. We do in the middle here have the Lovers and the Knight of Cups. So there's a relationship central here. So for some of you, particularly those of you that this is a legal issue, you're maybe haggling or even fighting in court for some sort of inheritance or an acceptable division of assets from an inheritance or an estate of some kind. Or it could be, civil litigation of another kind. There is an offer here which affects you and another person, or an opportunity here which may affect you and another person. The Lovers represents a karmic connection between two people, usually of a romantic nature, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend. And it can often represent needing to make a decision. It might be a decision about the relationship, or it might be a decision in another area of life that could have a significant, profound effect on a primary relationship. And with it is the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Water or emotions, who comes charging in to kind of make an offer that is emotional in nature or an opportunity for change. So for those of you for whom this is a financial situation, particularly if it's litigation of some kind, it looks like there might be an opportunity or an offer to take a deal or accept something, accept some kind of compromise of that sort. For some of you, this might be about the relationship. It might not have anything to do with finances or money, or perhaps not primarily, but it might be a decision to move forward in a relationship. It might be to get married. It might be to take things to the next level, or it could even be, manifesting the actual property of a new home, like buying your first home, or even starting up a family business, because there's definitely energy indicated here that you're working on manifesting something that's going to have a positive effect on your long-term stability and security, particularly in finances and material issues. But it can be about, emotional issues like getting married and buying your new, or moving into your first home or buying your first home here. It feels like there is an opportunity here to make a decision, to accept something, an opportunity that's going to be for your long-term security. The only thing that makes me feel a bit cautious is that sometimes when Justice and the Magician show up in the same reading, it can represent someone trying to mislead you into making a decision for their benefit, but which isn't really for your benefit. So particularly if this involves dollars and cents and investments in anything towards your long-term, security, like invest in this and it's going to make your retirement years, much more comfortable. I would, do your due diligence here and do your research, because this is something which, if it's not about your primary relationship, it could significantly affect that, particularly in terms of your physical security. Let's clarify. We have the Page of Wands and the Seven of Wands, which might represent messages or communication or a message coming in which makes you feel defensive or makes you feel like you have to defend something that you've put a lot of work or effort into. Let's clarify the Page of Wands. I'm feeling like for some of you, particularly if this is for those of you for whom this may come across as a relationship reading, It feels like a message, it might even be for creative or business pursuits as well. It feels like a message about, look, you need to make a decision now to continue this or let go of it, sort of fish or cut bait. Are you going to continue to invest in this, or are you going to make a decision to move forward in a way that will protect what you have already invested in something, whether it's the relationship itself or aspects around a relationship that will ensure your long-term stability and security, again, which could be anything from financial investments to home property to inheritance to marriage itself. So let's clarify that. The Wheel of Fortune. Let's see what's behind that. The Knight of Coins. So 2 knights here. Yeah, I think regardless of whether this is just, whether the primary subject matter or issue is the relationship, there's a pretty strong connection of family, material issues, money here as well. Again, an opportunity to move forward in something or give up on it. Let's clarify the 10 of Coins, which does represent long-term security and stability, but let's see in what sense. The 2 of Cups, the traditional soulmate card. So you have the Lovers and the 2 of Cups. This is likely the Knight. Oh, no, that doesn't resonate. This is likely, yeah. So again, there's a relationship central here and a very, very connected sort of karmic connection. One might call it twin flame or soulmates, although I'm always hesitant to use those phrases because I feel they get misinterpreted. But there's definitely a very connected relationship, union, partnership at the center of this. Again, because it's a general reading, the specifics are going to vary. It might be about moving the relationship itself forward in terms of marriage. It could be about a concrete issue like buying your first home or investing in that. It could be making a decision now to make certain financial investments that's going to secure your long-term security for you and a loved one. But the decision here, it feels like it's pretty important, and it feels like, although some of you may not be making the decision during this 2-week period of time, it's definitely on the table, and I think a decision needs to be made as to whether to move this forward, because if you decide not to, it looks like something you should just give up on entirely. But this is a decision with justice overall that's going to, whatever the decision is that you make, you're not going to be able to reverse it. It's going to move you forward. But it really looks like something that's kind of being handed to you on a silver platter, so to speak. Something that's a gift to you. And for those of you for whom this might be, some kind of litigation or legal issue around money, inheritance, property, that sort of thing, it looks like an opportunity or an offer is going to come in that there's every indication that you should take it. Let's pull some advice and guidance. What's the best way for Pisces to navigate through this period of time? And it's a short period of time too. We're looking at the last 2 weeks of November. The 8 of Coins. Do the work, do the thing. It kind of makes sense because you have the 10 of Coins here, which is, 10s represent the fulfillment, the achievement, the coming full circle of a suit. So this would represent, particularly financially, materially, or even emotionally in a relationship, cementing something in a way that you feel safe and secure, like for a long time playing forward. The 8 of Coins here is where you're putting in the work. We're at an 8 here, so this person, nose to the grindstone, a lot of work, putting the work in on something. Why? Because he's building up towards that 10 of Coins. He's building up a solid, stable foundation for getting to a place where you don't have to worry in the future. You don't have to worry about living paycheck to paycheck, or if it's about, marriage or cementing the relationship or buying your first home. Again, it ensures your long-term security. So as advised, you're being asked to or advised to do the work, put the work in, put in the investment of time, of money, etc. Let's pull one more advice card. The Six of Swords, a card also of movement. It's about movement forward into healing. It's a card about a healing path, particularly if there's been some kind of conflict around this situation. Again, there's some kind of opportunity to take an offer or make an offer that's going to move you forward and, again, ensure your long-term stability and security. And it's a very healing sort of energy as well. So Pisces, that is your reading for the last half of November. I hope you found it helpful and useful. Again, if you do and you'd like more information, or perhaps would like to take a deeper look at something, reach out for a personal reading for yourself or as a gift for a loved one, just click on the description link below. Feel free to email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the December general readings. Until then, stay safe and well. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving for those of you who are celebrating it, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.